Before we get into this week's episode, I want to give a shout out to our newest patrons. Woot woot! So excited, right, Erica? Yes.
Yes.
We've got
thank you guys.
Four new patrons. Allison, Mary, Dana, and SJBRN. Don't know what your name is, but I'm sure you know who you are.
Thank
and we are
you
excited
guys.
to have you
Welcome.
guys.
And you guys are automatically enrolled in the upcoming giveaway when we hit our first 25 patrons.
And new information. Erica doesn't even know this yet, but our link has changed. Yes, I changed the link. It is, don't ask. It's patron.podbean.com/nursesuncorkedpodcast. So instead of NUP, because it sounded stupid, it's Nurses Uncorked Podcast. I'm Nurse Jessica Seitz, along with Nurse Erica. We're Nurses Uncorked, the podcast that takes nursing facts with nursing comedy and makes a little cocktail out of it. Oh boy, am I excited about this week's episode. You know,
me too.
I like when it's comedy and something funny because unfortunately we've got too much serious stuff going on. So anytime I can throw in an episode that makes me laugh a little bit or a lot, I'm thrilled. So this was an idea I came up spur of the moment, right, Erica?
Spur of the moment. Yep, because we just got done recording another episode that we put out early, a bonus episode. And we're like, what are we going to do for Tuesday? We're tossing around ideas and you came up with this and I'm like, yes!
We're still in the month of May, and month of May is Nurses Week, Hospital Week. So we are doing the most horrendous gifts that have been given out for Nurses Week. And boy, do we have some doozies. We have some doozies for you guys. Yes. So let's get into the drink of the week really quickly. Erica, what you got? Because
we recorded at 7 a.m. my time, super early. We don't usually do that. But so I'm like, I can't do alcohol in the morning. I'm not feeling that. But what I can do is a little Bailey's in my coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
That doesn't count. Yeah.
It doesn't count. So I have my coffee here and we are just going to eyeball this and add in the Bailey's. Okay.
Yum, yum.
So good. So good. Cheers.
Cheers. Just
this
don't do that at work. But if you're at home, I say go for it.
Woo! No, that's good. No. Okay. Awesome.
Let's do this. I'm so excited. So, Erica, you wanted to start out with a couple older ones before we do the 2024 ones, right?
I have to say first, you guys know that every year I do a worst Nurses Week gifts of the year video compilation. And I have a playlist on my TikTok and a highlight reel on my Instagram if you want to go back and see some of those. But after I did the one this year, it went a little viral. So I think it reached people that didn't know. And so then I got a ton more people sending them in. And when I tell you, I have 9 of the worst new ones that no one has seen, the worst Nurses Week gifts ever. You're going to be shocked and appalled. They should have been on the video, but we saved it for the podcast.
I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait.
You don't even know what they are. You're going to die. You're going to die.
Well, you don't know what I have either. You just don't know.
That's true.
Don't know. Maybe mine are funnier. We'll just have to see.
Maybe we have some of the same, actually. You never know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You started out, girl. What you got?
Well, I thought we would go over some highlights of previous years. The really horrific one, just to kind of get us started for those that may or may not have heard. So in no particular order, bubble wrap, like a stress relief little thing of bubble wrap to pop.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That's horrendous. I've seen that. Yep.
I actually saw this one this year too. A life-size cutout of Florence Nightingale that they move around the hospital so you can have a photo op with Florence.
Oh my gosh. That is interesting.
Who's doing that?
I've never heard of that one. But okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I know a couple years ago, PRMC gifted nurses the opportunity to pick up trash along the highway during Nurses Week.
Woo!
Generous.
I think I'd rather do that than be working on the floor.
I mean, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. If they're going to let me do it during work time, I might be appreciative. I don't know.
One of the favorites this year seems to have been the turkey sandwich flavored chapstick. Did you see that
That's
one?
disgusting. That is
I
disgusting.
know. After I
That is
posted that, I was told that like
Ugh.
it was just a joke, and the manager made it. It was like, and I get that. I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
It could be funny.
Obviously, we don't want a smelly
wow.
turkey. I wouldn't think, but
yeah. Other ones, highlights, coloring books, because we're children. That seems to be a theme,
Lord.
treating us like children,
Lord
or
in
misogynistic type
heaven.
gifts. Socks.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is the year Redon DeVot was convicted. Vanderbilt, who was the hospital that she worked for, was eliciting donations during Nurses Week, and it was the same week as her sentencing.
Oh my
Who's
Lord.
their PR person?
Do they think these things through? I mean,
you would think that year they might do something, right? No, you'd
maybe
be wrong.
change the donation week at least. I mean,
yeah, you would think something. We've got hospital selling cakes for $80, and the proceeds are supposed to go to nurses. You know, they're not seeing a dime of that, or the cakes.
An $80 cake.
$80
the hell
cake, and just like a little sheet cake. $80, $79.99.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Steward Health this year, for the first day of Nurses Week, they gifted their nurses by declaring bankruptcy. They filed Chapter 11.
Woo! Yay! That's a good one.
I know, right? So they could all be unsure of their future.
That's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, just a big pit in your stomach the rest of the year. Thank you.
One of my favorite old ones is someone gifted American Airlines snack boxes, like the little chips and cookies box that you get. It literally says American Airlines on it. That's what they get. They were probably getting ready to expire, and American Airlines donated it. And they're like, yes, this is the Nurses Week gift.
If that doesn't say free and cheap, I don't know what else does. Yeah, I want to fly my ass right on out of there.
Right?
That's what makes me want to do.
HCA gifted flower seeds a couple years in a row.
So you can grow with your facility.
Oh, probably.
Just keep on growing.
Something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Johns Hopkins had hard-boiled eggs, just a big bowl of shelled hard-boiled eggs. And a spoon to get them out. Like, it didn't even look appetizing.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
My favorite one, my top pick this year, was the positivity potato. A little potato with a face on it, with a paper explaining it that they gave to nurses, saying like, I'm a positivity potato. A fucking potato. A potato. What?
And then they're supposed to cook it in the microwave and eat like a big potato?
Plastic, like it's not even real.
Oh,
I mean, how insulting.
God.
It truly would be better to receive nothing than it would be to get these things. Like, so insulting. They like to give out 50% off coupons. I'm sorry, that's not a gift. If I have to still come out of pocket for money, that is not a gift.
No.
To like, Pizza Hut or something. Here's a 50% off coupon. Just so insulting. Absolutely horrible. And, every year you've got the perennial rocks. Yep. Rock painting and rocks, because we rock. And the blessings of the hands in all the Catholic facilities. I'm sure Ascension has been doing that this year.
Yep.
Which I don't get. I don't know. I'm not Catholic.
What
is that about? What is the whole blessings of the hand about?
They just they pray for you to they bless your hands so that your hands can help take care of other people. It's a Catholic thing, but I mean, obviously not everyone's Catholic that works there,
right?
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
do they hold your hands? What do they do?
Yeah, they can. If you want to have your hands blessed, yeah, the chaplain will hold your hands and pray over. I know.
Over here. Why are they not praying over all of you? Why is it just the hands? I don't get it. Because
it's a tradition. It's just like, and usually the month of May has to do with like the Virgin Mary, like and it's just part of the Catholic thing. I don't know. It's just what we always do.
Okay.
Let's do 2024 because I'm excited.
All right. You want to go first?
Sure. All right. Let's see. Well, I don't know what hospital it was, but they gave all their nurses a certificate for a free lunch at a restaurant.
Okay.
That's 2 hours away. It's a 2-hour drive to that restaurant.
Wow. Who's doing that on their day off? Because that's a 4-hour commute.
It is absolutely
And is
ridiculous.
it even like a nice restaurant to make it worth the drive?
I doubt it. It's a lunch.
It's like
it's a free 2-hour lunch at a location 2 hours away. So you'll spend more in gas money and time than you would have for the. Yeah, that I like that one.
That's
all right,
bad.
What do you got?
I think I might be able to up that one though.
Okay.
At one VA location this year, they gave them bananas. But wait, they wrote "thank you" on the banana peels.
Ew. So they're really getting their hands all. I mean, I know you don't eat the banana peel, but still, wow. We're bananas
I have
for you.
pictures of all these new ones, and so when this episode comes out, I will post them to my Instagram and Facebook stories so you can see the actual pictures of these. Because sometimes it doesn't do it justice till you see the picture.
It's true. It's true. All right, here's the next one I got. This nurse told me that they all got a beach towel with the hospital logo on it.
Of course.
But it's made out of the same material that scrubs are made out of, and it does not absorb any water.
Wait, so they took the old discarded OR scrubs and
maybe
cut them out and sewed the ends, hemmed the ends, and said it's a
beach
towel.
Towel made out of scrub material with hospital logo that absorbs nothing.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
That's impressive.
Thank you so much for that.
Wow.
Scratchy piece of shit. Thank you.
All right. We should have people vote in the comments. Tell us your top 3 when you hear all these, keep a list and then vote for your top 3 worst Nurses Week gifts ever in the comments.
These are cracking me up, man.
Yeah, these are bad.
I can't wait to hear what else they send you, Erica.
Okay. Swedish Fish Hill Hospital in Seattle this year.
They gave their name is Swedish Fish, like the candy?
That's the that's the name of the hospital. Yeah.
Is that what they gave? Swedish Fish?
No, you would think, right? No. So embarrassing. The manager, who obviously had been given by corporate or something, a pack of thank you cards to write to her or his team, literally just put out all the blank thank you cards and envelopes in a pile on the table in the break room. Blank.
Wow.
Couldn't even be bothered to just say Happy Nurses Week, thank you.
Or is it maybe she figured at worst case you could keep the thank you card and re-gift it to somebody else?
I mean, what?
That's embarrassing. All right, I got another good one. They got a gift card to a coffee shop that no longer exists.
Oh my God.
It's like a small a mom and pop coffee shop that closed down. And
I bet they knew that it was closed down, and they're like, we're gonna play dumb and just come up with these gift certificates and give it to them and be like, oh my God, I didn't know they closed. I bet.
That's so weird. We bought those 6 months ago. We didn't know. Oh, what a shame. Can you believe? I mean, that's horrible. It's fucking horrible.
That's pretty bad. All right.
I mean, why wouldn't they pick a Starbucks or something? They were probably donated 6 months ago, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah,
they didn't even pay for it.
And I'm sure they knew it closed down. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to go with it. And
We're going
played.
to throw it
Yeah.
in there.
Cheap
Yeah.
ass bastard. Okay. This one was posted by someone else online. I'm not sure who, and someone sent it to me. But it was a tray of, the tiny little cactuses like that you can buy in like the tiny little 2-inch pots. Have you seen those little succulents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
mini,
they were giving everyone a little
one.
mini succulent, which is kind of cute. But then it says, work would suck without you. I think that one's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. But the person who sent it to me was like, great, another thing to keep alive.
Does the cactus look like a phallic symbol of something?
No, but that's a whole other spin on it.
Because then that actually would be kind of funny. I would think at least my manager's got a naughty mind.
Yeah.
That's the first thing where my brain went. Okay. We have, this one nurse got a letter saying your contract is not being renewed and we don't have to tell you why. And then she went on to say
that letter.
And then the nurse went on to state that they also told her, and if you do not feel like you want to finish out the contract, you're not obligated to. Happy Nurses Week.
It's the we don't have to tell you why part that just
yeah
so antagonistic.
Your contract is not being renewed, and we don't have to tell you why. Yeah, Happy Nurses Week.
That's bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they not put any of that into account that it's like you're supposed to have a positive week and this is that's the week they choose to say that?
Just look at, I was on a committee for Nurses Week gifts for a couple of years. Like I saw how this works behind the scenes. And they truly, I feel, look at it as an annoyance. It's this like, shit, Nurses Week is coming up. We got to do something for all the damn nurses. What can we do that isn't going to cost us money? They don't care. It just is not a priority. I've told this story before that when I was on the committee, we met weekly for like months. We planned really good stuff at like considerable cost savings. Like we had a very tiny budget, but we worked with it. We came up with good stuff. And at the last minute.
This week's episode of Nurses Uncorked is brought to you by Vivian Health, a job marketplace app for all healthcare workers. They offer travel positions, permanent and local contracts.
Yeah, it's a place that brings together facilities, recruiters, and employees in one place. And one of my favorite things is it lets you filter jobs from highest paying to lowest paying.
Love that. Check out the Vivian Health app today on your app store, or you can click the link directly in the description.
The last minute, like the week before, the CNO, who hadn't come to a single meeting, swoops in and is like, yes, so all that, we're not going to do any of that. What we're going to do is give something like 5 winners in a 550-bed hospital full of nurses, right? 5 winners a free annual membership to the Nevada Nurses Association.
Woo!
Are you kidding me?
Woo! Oh my God.
First of all, who wants that?
Sign me up for that. Make sure I'm enrolled. I mean, please.
But there was like some back deal thing where they're like, yeah, we're going to promote the Nevada Nurses Association because in the announcements, we're going to put the link and that's going to bring you more traffic. It's all this like,
wow.
What can we do for each other? It's so sick. It's sick. All right. Is it my
whose
turn?
turn is it? I think it's yours. Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. All right. I have to do an Ascension one because, Ascension is the huge cyber attack everywhere in the middle of Nurses Week, right? So one Ascension facility this week, in addition to gifting its employees a cyber attack, gave them all airline blankets, like the thin little blanket that you get on a plane. With the logo.
I didn't write this down, but somebody wrote that in my comments too.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And the nurse was funny. She wrote on there, well, that's a way to cover things up. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yeah.
That's good.
So a thin blanket with the hospital logo,
The airline
thin cheap.
logo.
Oh,
Yeah.
the airline's logo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably a donation.
I got one, and this, I'm hoping that maybe they were trying to be funny, but all of the staff got a pizza cutter with the hospital logo on it.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
the pizza
that was
cutter.
in my video. Was it a nice one, like the little round circular one, or was it a cheap one?
I didn't get a picture with it. I don't know.
Okay.
It was just in the comments on one of my posts about Worst Nurses Week gifts, but they got it.
It goes with, the theme of all the pizza parties, right?
Yeah.
To shut everyone up. So, of course they did.
That's why I'm like, were they trying to be funny, or
no, they probably thought it was great. They think all these are great, like brilliant, inspired ideas, unfortunately. All right. Okay. Mercy Health in Wisconsin and Illinois allegedly gifted their nurses with the opportunity to bring in food for a bake sale. The bake sale proceeds were to benefit the hospital, not the nurses. And at the last minute, the hospital thought, you know what? There's probably going to be some union organizing at this event. So they canceled it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
After nurses baked stuff, brought it in on their own dime to benefit the hospital during Nurses Week. And they're like, yeah, no, we're going to cancel it because we don't want y'all gathering and talking about unions.
Well, that just
you cannot
sucks.
Make this shit up.
That totally sucks. All right, I got a good one. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? Oh, all the nurses got a text reminding them to do their chart audits. That was it.
Happy Nurses Week.
Yeah, that they got nothing other than a reminder to do more things.
Remember, you have to do a minimum of 8 chart audits per month, and if you don't, there will be progressive discipline. Yeah, I could just see it now. Wow. Okay.
I got some. I'm saving my favorite 2 for last.
Me too. I have 3 left, and I'm going to give you I'm saving the best 2 for last. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So this one I saw online. A hospital received donations of candy and flowers from a local business for the nurses for Nurses Week. So instead of turning around and gifting the nurses the candy and flowers, they sold them to employees as flower grams and candy grams to purchase for each other.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
The audacity.
Thank you so much for allowing this.
So they're literally making money off a donation that was meant to be a gift to the nurses that they aren't even. That's terrible, right?
But it's terrible. Completely horrible. It is. I would have boycotted that whole thing. I don't think so one insulting. Nurse should have purchased anything.
Yeah.
Speaking of disgusting, we're going to get into the hospital that organized International Potluck Day. So you can cook for yourself. That's what they made up.
International food.
Yeah. So they didn't even give them anything. They just put up a sign telling you to cook your own shit and bring it in. And it's international, different foods and recipes, which might be a decent idea, like just for fun on a different week or something.
Yeah, but to supplement the actual Nurses Week gift or recognition. That should not be the gift.
By coordinating in an event that you have to cook now, you have to bring in your own stuff and make your own food. Yeah, and try out all these international foods, which sometimes people don't like trying different things like that. Like I
don't like everything.
It just, and then you sometimes get the cat hair in your potluck. And
because you don't know how clean people are at home. Like, what does their kitchen look like?
Potlucks they scare me a little bit.
I know.
I almost prefer the people that bring in the like Publix items that are already like wrapped up and but then there's people that get offended, like, you didn't make something homemade.
Yeah.
You didn't make something from scratch. And you're thinking,
no, because I'm working overtime and this is my 4th 12 in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, because Janet over here, who usually licks her fingers at lunch and doesn't freaking use napkins, has now made me a salad. And I'm not sure that I want that salad. I'm just saying, all
right.
Anyways, potlucks is a whole nother thing.
That's a whole other. Okay, I'm down to my top 2. And when I tell you, I think these 2 may actually beat the top 2 that made it to my video, but I didn't find out about these until after the video.
I wonder if we have the same ones.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Okay, I have a picture on my phone that I'm going to show. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see it. But again, I will post it to my Instagram and Facebook story. But Piedmont Healthcare in Georgia gifted its nurses the Golden Urinal Award. It's a literal urinal spray painted gold, and they filled it with candy.
That is so disgusting. Are you serious?
There it is in all its glory. Look at it. It's very shiny.
I mean, it almost looks like it's made of metal, but I think it's just they spray painted plastic.
No, they just spray painted it like with some
I
decent
thought maybe it was like a
gold
reusable. It was a reusable urinal that you can re-sterilize for your patients.
That one,
oh my god, that is classic, right there. Like, seriously, classic.
That might be one of my all-time favorites. But not everybody got one. Like only some people were lucky enough to get the golden urinal.
Were they passing out like medals? You get like gold, silver, or bronze urinal?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got?
This hospital, this is I don't know why I find this so funny, but okay. So they all got an umbrella with the hospital logo on it.
Okay.
But the umbrella has holes in it for ventilation. What the fuck?
No, it does not.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I need a picture. I need to see it in
Florida,
use.
In Florida, we use umbrellas. I'm just saying, maybe like you multi-purpose an umbrella for rain or shade. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
So, right.
I could maybe see if you were going to use the umbrella for only like to provide shade because it's a hot day. But I mean, come on. Now you can't even use it for rain with holes for ventilation.
Wow.
That's freaking great. Yeah.
Wow. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah,
okay. I accidentally skipped one. One place gifted their nurses a self-defense class. For all the workplace violence that's taking place. Because, that's cheaper than getting metal detectors or security. Let's give them a self-defense class.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, I realize that like it could be beneficial, like, but who wants to like in their spare time now have to sign up for a class to take like, God, I have no words. I actually I have 2 more. So I forgot. Okay. I skipped one accidentally too. And you kind of may have said this, but this hospital gifted their nurses with the ability to buy a shirt.
Yes, I've seen that. And jackets before. And
they claim that some of the proceeds are going towards the nurses, which I don't really understand. What are they doing exactly for the nurses?
They're going to claim that it's going in some employee fund. That's not true.
So basically, they provided them with a link to purchase A shitty
And
shirt?
of course it has the logo on it. The hospital logo, no
I'm
doubt.
sure it does.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it
That's bad.
that it does.
Like,
All right, you have another
thanks.
one? Is this your
Okay.
Is this your favorite one now, or what?
My favorite one. I have a picture of it if you're watching on YouTube. I've got a better picture somewhere I have to find. But you're going to die.
Oh God, what? What?
Allegedly, EUC Health.
For educational purposes only.
For educational purposes only. EUC Health in Greenville, North Carolina. I shit you not. Made an announcement overhead at the hospital to come to the cafeteria for the Nurses' Day surprise.
What is it?
A head of lettuce and green onions.
Why is that a surprise? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. So everyone gets to take home their own head of lettuce?
Because
and green,
someone
because they
local,
were
like some
in the cafeteria.
No, like some local farmer or something, they think was trying to get rid of extra, or they couldn't sell it or whatever. So they donated it. And the hospital is like, yes, it just so happens to be Nurses Week. This is their gift. A head of lettuce. And they're flimsy, like on their last day. Green onions.
It's not even a firm onion. It's a limp
It's a limp onion. So insulting.
It's beyond insulting. It's beyond insulting. No,
I have two of my own to show.
Oh, good. They gift CEUs. Like my hospital we always had free CEUs through the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get that concept of.
Yeah.
I mean, did you work at places that you always had free CEUs, or would that have been a gift that you would appreciate? Like
sometimes, yeah. Some places did, or a certain amount of free. But you know what? You can find those for free if you try. It's not that hard. I know.
Like, it's like
you can.
It just doesn't. To me, doesn't sound like something that like that special. It's like just kind of like, here's some more work for you to do. And they probably got those donated. Is all I'm saying. From some company.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I don't really like that either, but
it's insulting. They're all insulting.
All right. So before you do your own, do you want me to do my last favorite one that somebody sent?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do some of your?
I thought you were done. Yeah.
No, I have one last one.
Okay.
This is to me, this is the best one.
I can't wait.
And it's not even the funniest because of what the gift is, but it's all the nurses' responses to the gift, like all the funny things that they've said. So this hospital gifted all of their nurses a mini pickaxe to break the glass inside of their car in the event that they are drowning in water.
Was that the one that also had a seatbelt cutter on it?
It might. I do have a picture of it, so I can post it. I did have a picture. I didn't have it pulled up right now. But what's funny is the nurses are saying they're gifting this so that you can't call out for
There's no excuse.
Grounding. Your ass is going to get to work, and then some of the other nurses were saying it's so that you can break the windows upstairs and
get out of
jump out. Yeah, and jump out and escape. I'm like. Oh,
so if you accidentally drive off the bridge and then you call in sick, your manager's going to be like, "Well, why didn't you use the windshield
as the water
breaker that we gave you to avoid this?
Break out of your car. I'll see you in 20 minutes. We'll send somebody to pick you up." Yeah. Good Lord. Yeah. What an odd gift. It's just, that's a very odd gift to give.
That is.
Pass out.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So you guys need to vote in the comments. What were your 3 favorite or worst that you heard in the episode? Because I don't think you're going to find anything worse than what we talked about. I really don't. But I
Too bad.
have with me, because I saved them for posterity, I have my worst Nurses Week gift ever, and I have my best Nurses Week gift ever. Okay?
Okay.
You want the worst? It's so old.
Sure.
It's like over 10 years old. Here she is in all her glory. It's a salad
Wow.
Tupperware that had the logo on it. And it came
pretty.
with
That
a
is
fork.
pretty.
There's a little place to put the fork on top.
Mm-hmm.
And then it comes
Mm-hmm.
with its own little thing to put the dressing in on top. It's a salad Tupperware, you know, for the lunch breaks that we never got. And it had a logo on it.
Always got to throw the logo on there, don't they?
And they were so proud of themselves. They were so proud.
That is.
I'm like, you really gave us Tupperware? Really?
Oh, so it's like a measuring cup for salad dressing? Is that what it is?
No, it's just a little cup with a lid that you put your salad so it doesn't get your salad soggy. You can keep it separate.
Oh, it has a lid. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting choice. I mean, okay. But I like how you've kept it all these years. All these years
Yeah,
you've
because
saved
every
it.
once in a while I bring it out and I'm like, look. It's so bad. It's so bad it's good.
I've thrown all that shit away, man. I seriously, the only one, and I'm going to cover the logo, but I have this one saved. The fanny pack, the gorgeous
a fanny pack. Wow.
Yes.
Or as they're called now, a cross. What's it called? Crossbody.
Yeah.
That's what they're called now.
With the hospital logo on it.
Of course.
Yeah. That was a gift this year at a hospital I shall not name, just so that people I love don't get fired. Okay. All right.
All right. I have my best one, and there's a story. So it's not like it's something valuable or anything, but the sentimental value behind it, truly priceless. So it was, how many years ago was that? I don't know, like 8 years ago or something. I don't even know. The October 1st, Route 91 mass shooting, the Harvest Festival. I was working at the Level 1 Trauma Center at the time. So as you can imagine, we were extremely affected by that for weeks and weeks and weeks. It was a time for anyone that worked there or lives here that you will never, ever forget, right? It's very impactful for so many different reasons. And so the year following that, so like 7-ish months after that, for that first Nurses Week, I was actually on the committee that year that came up with this. We had these canvas, I'll hold it up, canvas, like pencil pouches, whatever nurses want to put in it, their scissors, hemostats, custom made. And it says Vegas Strong on it. And it has the Vegas Strip skyline picture. And it says Vegas Strong on it.
That is sentimental and heartfelt. Like,
I love this. Yeah.
It has meaning. It
does.
And
it does.
And it's about bringing people together and rising up above adversity.
And everyone appreciated it. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Actually, that Christmas following, so like 2 months after this event, I, for my unit, personally I found someone on Etsy that made a Christmas tree ornament with the same thing that said Vegas Strong and the Vegas Strip skyline on it. And I hear from nurses still that are like, every year I take that out and I think about you. So yeah, that was my favorite one ever because very sentimental. But that's the really only good one that I can think of all these years.
I don't think I had any good ones, to be honest.
I mean, I think it's nice when they occasionally, I've worked somewhere where they do like a really nice lunch, you know, and it's like fully catered. They have it brought in. It's like a nice place.
Couple of those. I have had a couple of those.
It's not pizza. I will say like it's a nice one. That's always well received and appreciated. If here's the problem is they'll do it one time. So they don't do it for night shift, or they only do it on one day. So you're only getting like a third of the employees. You know,
they're always
so that if they're going to do it, they really need to do like at least 2 day shifts and 2 night shifts during the week to try to capture everyone. But they don't do that.
When I worked under good management, because I've worked under bad management most of the time, but there were some periods of time I worked under good management. And that manager would always come back in for night shift at like 11 o'clock at night and do the exact same thing that she did for day shift.
As you should.
So she would like leave, she would leave earlier in the day, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, because she knew she'd be coming back. But the night shift appreciated that so much because they got the same exact like catered food or whatever the event thing was that day. And they didn't
get the one half a donut left over that's hard and
yeah. So I thought that was really pretty cool of the manager that I had.
That's always appreciated. Or, you know, sometimes the docs would do that during Nurses Week. They would order lunch for everyone that day. That's always really nice. And, you know, I want to say, like, it's not even necessarily about like the monetary value of something. Like, I don't think nurses really expect you to go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on gifts for thousands of nurses. It's really the point that what you're doing is actually insulting. It's actually patronizing and misogynistic. And it would be better if you simply did nothing and said, thank you, nurses, than what you're doing, you know?
I agree. And I just want to put in my vote quickly for the favorite worst gift of yours was the golden urinal. By far.
Do you want to see another picture of it? I have another one with like,
sure.
It's funny.
Sure. We need all angles.
And I'll post all these. All right. This is the picture. The one I showed before was just a singular golden urinal. This is a pile of golden urinals. Can you see it? That's all of them sitting like in a box ready to be handed out.
That is great.
The golden urinal for the win.
That, and believe it or not, I really
Piedmont Healthcare, Georgia, allegedly.
I like the free lunch they gave out that was 2 hours away.
Yeah, that's good.
Classic.
That's good.
Fucking classic. It's just freaking typical. Seriously. All right. Well, I think. Do we have an enema?
Yes, I have an Enema of the Week award, of course. You guys may have recently heard me talk about this. Corewell Health, they actually for Nurses Week gifted their nurses, if I remember correctly, with a letter saying that they like sent them, I think at home, it said Happy Nurses Week and don't unionize. So in the wake of that, people sent me some union busting flyers from Corewell Health. And it had like 5 different employees, mostly management, on there with union busting quotes, essentially. And so I made a little video about it. One of the people on there took great offense and went through and strategically made like numerous comments on my video. And clearly doesn't understand how to like reply. And it was all over the place. And she went rogue in the comment section. Anyway, so Kim Chapman Hitchcock, allegedly with Corewell Health, who said in addition to many other things, you may be popular on TikTok, but you are very naive to the realities of a union presence in a hospital. This week's Enema Award goes to you, Kim, because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Chapman Hitchcock. Yes, because I have worked in both union and non-union hospitals as both bedside and management. So yes, the hell I do know, Kim.
I'm like, does she know who she's talking to? Does she? Of anybody that knows the workings of a union,
right?
I don't think she knows what she's talking about. But obviously she was offended to see you had her picture up there.
Oh my God.
Kim Chapman.
Well, I mean, she shouldn't have volunteered to be on the flyer with her picture and direct
horrible
quote
name,
and
by the way. Just, it's not my favorite. But anywho. All right.
We should do this every year for Nurses Week.
Yes.
We should do an episode.
Fun. This was a fun impromptu episode. All right, guys, until the next week on the next Nurses on Court.